Oh, hi everyone, it's me, B at Ikale Sunflower. So I'm here to do a VR to summer at the Astaria Zen channel, sorry. And this is about my fae or fairy collection, or what I consider to be fae or fairy. Okay, so I'm going to showcase about 9 decks, and in no particular order, I'm going to crack on. Okay, so the first deck that I want to show you is this one. It's called the Mystical Messages from the Fairies Oracle, and it's a Doreen Virtue deck. So I've had this deck for quite a while. This easy to use deck of oracle cards is appropriate for beginners as well as those experienced with divination cards. Fairies are beloved nature angels who, since they are so close to the earth, are brilliant at healing and helping with everyday concerns such as relationships, health issues, and finances. Each card has a gorgeous painting of fairies and a message of answers for you. All the paintings and messages are suitable for children as well as adults. The enclosed guidebook walks you through the steps for giving an oracle reading for yourself and others and outlines the extended meanings behind each cards. Okay, so let's open this up. So let's look at the guidebook first of all. Let's kind of zoom in a bit. That's it. Okay, so it's a Hay House publication, and it just outlines the meanings of each of the 44 kind of cards. It tells you how to work with the magical messages from the Fairy Oracle card, tells you how to use your cards, how to clear your card deck, how to concentrate on the cards, and it also tells you how to ask questions. And then it there's a spread, like there's a 3-card spread and stuff. And then it says here, this guidebook lists the general meanings for every card in the magical messages from the Fairies Oracle deck. The card names are listed alphabetically according to the first word on each card. Find the page and read the general interpretation and symbolism behind each entry. Your intuition will give you additional personalised guidance. So as you read simultaneously, pay attention to your feelings and thoughts. And it just outlines, you know, each of the kind of cards. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards. So this deck's quite old. Let me zoom out again, I think. That's better. Okay, so I'll just show you a few cards. This one here. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favour. That beautiful fairy. These are the backs of the cards, by the way. Aren't they just gorgeous? A bit on the shiny side and stuff. And they've got gold edgings as well, but because this deck is quite old, the edgings on my ones is a bit worn and stuff. Okay, let's have another card. Everything is okay. Don't worry. It's all working and in a beautiful way. Ah. And then you've got here, spiritual teacher. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Oh, isn't that nice? So this is the first deck that I would consider to be fae or fairy. Let's move on to the next deck. It's this one here. This is a circular deck, and the reason why I consider this to be fae is because the archetypes look kind of fairyish to me. So let's have a look at the guidebook first. So it comes with this kind of guidebook. Let me just read you out a bit. So it says here, the Circle of Life Tarot is a round deck of cards Circles themselves are important symbols. They represent cycles or completed series of events. Our Earth revolves around the sun with 4 seasons, and one complete rotation creates a world cycle. Our lives also contain cycles as well. We are born, we grow and learn, we make our own way, and then we die. Tarot also contains cycles, with the major arcana describing the fool's journey from creation to reunion with the world. Each minor arcana describes the cycles or the seasons and the feelings we get from being in these cycles. So let's read a bit about that. Okay, so it just gives you, just outlines the meanings of the cards and stuff in this various languages and that. So the reason why I would consider this deck kind of fae is because of some of the images that are on this deck. These are the backs of the cards. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at that. This is the High Priestess. This is the Empress. I just think that the archetypes are very kind of fae looking. This is the Fool. The Emperor. It's the Hierophant. Okay, let's just put these cards away and go on to my next deck. My next deck that I would consider fae is this one here. It's the Witchlings Oracle deck by Paulina Cassidy. This is one of my newest fae decks to my collection. I think it's actually going out of print because in the UK it's going for about £33. So I had to get this from Amazon.com in America, and with the delivery charges and stuff, it worked out to be probably about £22. So let's read the back of the box for you. Pauline Cassidy introduces her 40 wonderful witchlings in this enchanted new deck book set. The witchlings share their easy and uplifting spells to help you assess your own energy and natural abilities. The 200-page Witchlings book of spells includes clear instructions for more than 150 spells with tips and insights from each individual witchling. Whether used for incarnation or inspiration, witchlings will help you reach your positive goals. Okay, so let's open this up and have a look at the cards. Oh dear, I do struggle with these sort of boxes. Okay. So let's have a look at the book of spells. First of all. So it tells you how to actually use the cards. You know, I just read a bit about it here. Begin by shuffling the deck thoroughly until it feels ready. Set the deck down with the backs of the cards facing upwards. Turn over the top card and lay it next to the deck. Image side up. This is your witchling to work with for today. So this book talks about candle magic. So for example, white candles are for purification, peace, enlightenment, meditation. Red candles are for strength, passion, vitality, protection. Pink candles are for nurturing, caring, love, affection. Blue candles are for peace, harmony, inspiration, house blessings and patience. Yellow candles are for joy, happiness, confidence, energy, imagination and concentration. Green candles are for prosperity, growth, healing, rejuvenation, ambition and success. Purple candles are for psychic ability, spirituality, wisdom and success. Orange candles are for energy, happiness, power and luck. And black candles are for banishing negativity, protection and strength. It then talks about gemstone magic. So it gives you like clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, hematite, turquoise, malachite and tiger eye. It talks about spices. So you've got allspice, basil, cinnamon, clove, ginger, lavender, rosemary, sage, essential oils. It talks about there. Is this basically like a little spell book? You know, so if you want to do a banishment spell, it tells you what to use and the card and stuff like that. It's quite a good little book. I must be honest, I haven't read it yet because it's quite new to my collection. But let's have a look at the cards. So these are the backs of the cards. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at that. Lovely. So look at let's look at this card, Abundance. Harness your thinking with exactly what you desire to attract, and the universe will deliver. I mean, I think this book here, under Abundance, will give you spells on what to use. It tells you how to bring abundance to the universe. So for this particular card, if you wanted to do like an abundance kind of spell, it's got here, you will need a clear quartz, an image, photo or drawing representing what you wish to attract. Wash the crystal in warm water and gentle soap and dry. Hold the crystal in your hand, focusing on the specific kind of abundance you're drawing into your life, whether it's by material, resources, happiness or good health. Then it says here that you must say a quote here. So for example, abundance streams continuously, bring in, and then whatever you want to bring into your life. It's got here, place the quartz crystal on top of the image and set them both on a moonlight windowsill overnight. Make sure that the point of the crystal is facing towards the inside of your home, as this allows it more easily drawn abundance from the universe and direct it towards you. In the morning, remove the crystal from the image and carry it in your pocket or purse for the rest of the day. And then if you want to do like an abundance kind of spell, it's got here that you will need a green candle in a safe candle holder. It's got here, light the candle in your mind's eye, visualize abundance being drawn towards you. Envision it as a warm, fresh breeze while focusing on the candle's flame. Picture exactly what you want as clearly as you can. Imagine the soothing breeze of abundance moving across your skin, circling you and moving through your very core. Your thoughtseize have set the universe law of abundance in your desired direction. When you have finished, extinguish the candle. Then it's got here, abundance. I think that says, is that alert? It's joined up right and I can't actually read it. Abundance alert. And it's got here, you will need a green candle or white candle in a safe container and a green pen marker. So it's got here, sit comfortably, hold the unlit candle, focusing on the gift of abundance to be drawn into your life using the green pen or marker. Write abundance on one's palm. On the other palm, write what kind of abundance you want to receive, such as health, money, joy, etc. Use one word that means the most to you for this spell. Be specific and focus on positive words. Now light the candle, cup your palms around the flame, visualizing limitless abundance flowing in your hands. Chant with conviction, I allure to bring forth, and then whatever you want to bring forth into my life. When you have finished, extinguish the candle. And then it's got here, say the following chant aloud with conviction each morning as you prepare for the day ahead. On each night after you prepare for bed. From the moon's beams and from the sun's rays, may abundant light up my life today. For the sparkling stars enchanted with grace, may abundance glow and illuminate. It's okay to speak of the moon and stars in daylight and the sun at night time, because these beautiful celestial bodies are always there shining upon the earth, regardless of whether they are visible or not. So it's a very good book. So basically each of these kind of messages has like a spell that you can do as well. So I think this is quite a cool kind of deck. Okay, so another deck that I wouldn't really consider this fae, but it's inspired from like fairies and stuff like that. And this is called the Otherworld Tarot. I did do a flip through of this a few days ago. So it's got here, the Otherworld Tarot was born from a love of fairy art with a colourful twist. All of the cards beautifully illustrated with fairies, elves, magicians and other fairy folk. But I don't actually classify this as a fairy deck, to be quite honest, but it was inspired by fairies, so I will show you a few cards. It's got keywords on the cards and each suit is color coded. So that's the Lover's card, and it's got relationships down the bottom, the Chariot, different energies. Let's have a look at another suit. So you've got the Ace of Wands, new action, the Ace of Cups, love. Oops, daisy. So that's the Two of Swords, imbalance. So we'll have a look at another suit for you. Oh dear, what's wrong with me? Sorry. Ten of Pentacles, happiness. So this deck is, as I said, supposed to be based around fairies and fae, but I personally can't see it in the images of the cards. So another deck that I would consider fae is this one. It's the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson, and the illustrations are by Julie Dillon. Now I actually consider mermaids to be undersea fae, but that's just my own personal opinion. Other people might disagree. So it comes with this gorgeous kind of like guidebook, really nice, and it's got like color illustrations. So you know, it gives you an introductory note. Chapter 1 is about the flow of the deck. Chapter 2 is about taking the cards for a swim. Chapter 3 is the minor arcana, so major arcana. Chapter 4 is a minor arcana. Chapter 5 is mermaid magic and spreads, and then you get a final note. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at that. Aren't they just gorgeous images? You know, so each card gives a colour illustration and the meanings. Have a look at the fairy magic. So chapter 5 is about mermaid magic and spreads. I'll just read a bit here for you. So it's got here, what could be better than a little mermaid magic? Many consider mermaids magical creatures who have the ability to change the direction of the wind, make waves, and even cause lightning. All of these magical prosperities move magical energy to either towards you or away from you, depending on how attuned you are into the mermaid's magical gifts. The following simple spells will assist you to tune in and tap into magical energy the mermaids can bring to your daily life. These spells cover the big three, which is health, love, and money. No matter what is going on in your life, one of these three will draw you into mermaid magic. So let the wind of fortune and the waves of healing or the lightning of bolts of love find you. So it's got here a spell for healing. Healing is a very broad term, but you will know if there are areas in your life that require healing energy. Perhaps you have experienced a disagreement with someone you care about and wish to heal the current rift or tension. Maybe you have a past wound that needs to be dealt with once and for all, or perhaps you have a physical issue that needs to recover and mend. All of these things will benefit from this spell. You will need the following cards from your deck: the Four of Swords, Temperance, the Ace of Cups. You'll also need a candle, a crystal, any you feel drawn to add. Find a quiet place to lay your cards, the candle and the crystals. Make sure this place will not be disturbed for a full 24 hours. If you already have a small altar for spell and ritual, place the cards there. So it's got here, once you have your cards and other magical items laid out, close your eyes and take a couple of nice deep breaths. Center yourself, light your candle and focus on the flame as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. Once you feel settled, focused and fully present, repeat the spell that follows. When you have completed the verse, I recommend leaving the candle to burn out. If this is not possible, blow the candle out and do not touch anything on the altar for 24 hours. Note that it really doesn't matter what order you place the cards or what items you do or do not have to accompany them. All that matters is that you are fully present and aware of the spell itself. So it's got here Temperance. Please hear my call, for on my knees I now fall. Siren's song sends to me, and let the healing energy be overflowing like the Ace of Cups. I let it come. I will not block. Instead, I shall lie in wait. With the Four of Swords as my healing mate, Temperance, mix and spin your cups. And from the Ace, I shall sup drinking in your clitics divine. Restore my body and calm my mind. With the mermaid's aid, I shall find well-being, health, and rifts repaired. With the wind and fire, water, all I release this spell. I cast forth this call. I mean, it gives you a spell for love as well, with various cards. So the cards for love spell are the Star, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Wands, and it tells you what candle to use and etc. And then it repeats the kind of affirmation. And it gives you a spell for money as well. Then it talks about daily journal prompt spread. 2 heads are better than 1 spread. And what, where, how, 3 card spread. It's quite a nice little informative kind of book. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the cards in this deck. Okay, so these are the backs of the cards. Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at that. Okay, so you've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the 7 of Wands. And you've got the Death card. So this here is the Mermaid Tarot deck. A next deck that I would consider Fae is the Tarot of the Hidden Realms by Julia Jeffrey and Barbara Moore. Okay, so let's open up and have a look at it. So it comes with a really nice kind of book. I'll just read the back of the book for you. Invoke the power of wisdom of the Fae with the Tarot of the Hidden Realms. Instead of relying on historic symbols, this powerful deck uses the raw elements of water, air, fire, and earth to speak directly to your emotions. The beautiful drawn figures follow the Rider-Waite tradition, but express more energy and movement, drawing you in even as you draw their truths out. This companion guide reveals techniques and card meanings for beginners and more experienced readers alike. just talks about the authors, his acknowledgements, and then it just gives you, outlines the cards, talks about what is tarot, getting acquainted to the deck, and it just goes through each of the cards. So it gives you like a black and white picture of the card. It gives you like a little blurb about the card, and it gives you the divinatory meaning for each of the cards in the deck. So let's show you some of these cards. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I have the backs of the cards, lovely. Look at the backs of the cards. They're kind of like borderlish-ish. And it's got like a picture and then the name of the card. So the Ten of Swords. Look at her face. They're just gorgeous. I used these this month on my Instagram challenge, and I quite enjoyed the images of this deck. So 8 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Okay, so another Fae deck that I'd like to show you in my collection is called the Pixie-ins, a daily inspiration deck, and this is another Pauline Cassidy deck. So let's read a bit at the back. So it's got here, in day-to-day living, a little bit of encouragement and a dash of merriment go a long way. From her vivid imagination, popular artist Paulina Cassidy has created the adorable, my tongue is twisted, sorry, Pixie-ins deck. Each of the 72 delightful creatures deliver a message of inspiration and magical thinking. Draw a card or two each day and let your intuition guide you in applying the Pixie-ins' charming wisdom for a new perspective. So this deck includes 72 colourful character cards and 1 information card. Let's just open this up. Backs of the cards are very fairy-ish like, aren't they? So each card has got like a message. So this one here says, get out of your shell and explore your life. This one here is Hector. A new perspective can make the impossible possible. And this one here is Marinette and Dust Bunny. Fitting in is boring. Be fiercely you. So just got nice little messages and fairy-like archetypes. Okay, so another deck that I would consider Fae is this one here, and this is the Joie de Vivre Tarot. Again, it's another Pauline Cassidy, but this one is a tarot deck. It's quite popular in the tarot community, but I'll just flip through a few cards with you. So it's got here, tarot artist Pauline Cassidy has filled the 78 cards of the major and minor arcana with charming new characters that bring their joyful messages to everyone. Those who take a journey through this wondrous realm will rediscover their own childlike spirit. So it comes with a little white book that gives keywords and stuff to each of the cards. It also gives reverse meanings as well. Don't know if there's any spreads in this little white book. There usually isn't. Oh, there's a spread in the Joy spread, which is it looks very similar to the Celtic Cross. It's a 5-card spread, and it just outlines their positions and stuff, and then it gives you a bit about Pauline Cassidy. Let's have a look at the cards. These are the backs of the cards. Her artwork, I must admit, is very distinguished. So let's have a look at some of the cards. So this is the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, it's gorgeous, and this one here is the Two of Cups. Okay, so let's have a look at my final deck now, which is this one here. This is the Mermaid Tarot. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of fae influenced. I've had it in my collection for a very, very, very long time. I don't use it that much, but I do find it a bit busy. So let's just open this up. This deck did come with like a spiral paper guidebook, but I actually can't find it. These are the backs of the cards, and I think it's out of print as well now. And it does come with this kind of like card that gives brief meanings, you know, but it's not enough for me. I think I needed a bit more, so this is why I don't really work with this deck. So it does have kind of, to me, fayish images. So this one here is 9 of Pentacles. It's got Earth Mother, 77, and the numerical number. But I don't really understand the deck, so that's why I don't kind of use it. 10 of Pentacles. Let's find some more cards that are kind of fayish. So you've got here the 7 of Pentacles, and it's got the keyword fulfillment. You've got the Water Dragon, which says common sense and clarity. 3 of Cups. King of Fire, and that says passion. So this is my fae or fairy collection. Thank you so much, Astaria. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.